What is up, guys? Today I'm going to be giving you a blacksmithing tutorial for Elder Scrolls Online. I am playing on PS4. So let's get started. The first thing you need to know is that in order to do blacksmithing, you're going to need to find materials. And so far, I haven't been able to buy materials from any merchants or vendors or anything. So I'm almost positive that you have to go out and find them yourself. So right now I'm in Davin's Watch. If you choose the Ebonheart faction, this is the main city that you should get to once you finish the main tutorial. And so right here I found some iron ore, and when you mine this, you either get like 3 or 4 pieces, and then once you get that, that's pretty much all you need for crafting basic weapons and armor and stuff. But you want to make sure you have enough amount. Like, if you just have 3, if you're a low level, you don't need that much iron. You're probably going to need more than 3 pieces, I'm guessing. But the higher level that you get to, the more materials you're going to need for the future reference. Alright, so we're in the blacksmithing station right now in Davin's Watch. And right here you can talk to this guy about buying some materials. You can't buy iron or stuff like that, but I will talk to you about him later. So right now we have the iron ore, and what you want to do, you want to click on refine, and as you can see I have other types of ore here too, but we're going to use iron ore. So you're going to want to add it, and you're going to want to refine it, and when you refine this by pressing square, it'll turn that iron ore into iron ingots. And you're going to have to do that for every type of ore that you get to make a certain type of ingot. And once you have those ingots, you're going to want to go to creation, and here you can either choose to have weapons, as you see at the top, or apparel, which is your armor. So we'll start with weapons. If you guys have played Skyrim, the weapons are the same pretty much. You know, you have an axe, hammer, sword, battle axe, maul, great sword, and dagger. So these 3 right here, these would be your 2-handed weapons, and then your 1-handed is sword, hammer, axe, and then the dagger. So I'm gonna go with the basic sword. I have 80 iron ingots right now. So if you're level 1 and you want to build an iron sword, all you need is 3 iron ingots if you're a level 1. If you're a level 4, you're going to need 4 iron ingots to make the sword. If you're a level 6, you're going to need 5. Level 8, you're going to need 6. And right now you can go all the way up to level 14 with iron. And then once you get past level 14, you're going to need a new material to make higher level stuff. So, for example, if I wanted to make a level 16, I'd have to make it steel sword, and that would require 4 steel ingots. But right now we're just going to use iron. We'll just say level 10. So that's going to require us to have 7 iron ingots for the iron sword. Next, what you're going to need is, you're going to need these things called a style stone, I guess. And see, right now I have the orc one, because whatever race you choose, that's the type of style you're going to have for your armor at the beginning. So my guy's an orc, so I have the orcish style armor. And I think I also unlocked Bosmer. I'm pretty sure this is Wood Elf. And when you play more throughout the game, you'll start to unlock these different kinds of styles. So right now I only have 2. I'm just going to do Orcish for this video. So yeah, I have those 3 pieces so far. So all these types of armor, these different types of styles, this will change the appearance of your armor. And so I'm going to go with Orcish. And this is the final part, the trait. Most of the time I go no trait because I feel like I don't need a trait until I get to a higher level. So I'll probably go no trait for now, but I'll explain what this is. So basically, after I show you, here, I'll craft this. Next we'll talk about researching, and researching has to do with these traits. So when you find a weapon or armor piece or anything you get from looting some type of enemy, or maybe you're doing a dungeon, or you find something in a chest, you can get these you can just get some material or some weapon or armor, and you have three options basically. You can sell it, you can research it, or you can deconstruct it. So if I click deconstruct, I have no apparel right now, but I have the sword I just made. I can deconstruct that, and what happens if you deconstruct it is you'll get you'll get some of the materials back from it, which is always good. So if you have something like this is worth 17 gold, like you could sell it, get the 17 gold, or you could deconstruct it and get some materials back from it to use on making other material or other weapons and armor. So if I wanted to, I could deconstruct it, but I'm not going to right now. But for researching, what you'll see if you look at this weapon right here, this one-handed mace, it says intricate right there. So what that means is if it has some name, like I think one of them's like well-fitted or precision, this one says intricate, what you can do is you can research these items and they will give you, it will allow you to have these special perks on your weapons and armor. So I research as often as possible, and right now I'm pretty sure I'm researching. Yeah, right now I'm researching reinforced for a helmet. So this will increase the item's armor value, and you can see at the top it says 4 hours, 15 minutes, and 20-ish seconds, and so that's how long it's going to take to research it. Another thing you want to know about researching is the more you research items, the more time it's going to take to research them. So I think at first, the first time you're researching something, I think it's 6 hours. I've been doing this for I think over 6 hours now, so it goes up the more you research stuff. Okay, and lastly, we'll talk about improvement. I don't really improve stuff that often. I don't think I ever have so far, but what you can do is, I'll take this iron sword. You can get these types of stones, and these like stones, these are honing stones. If you use 5 of them, it says 100% chance. If you use 4, 80% chance, 360, 240, and 120. Basically, that means for one, you have a 20% chance of it becoming fine type, if you will. So like right now it's just normal, then there's fine, superior, epic, and legendary. So if I'm using a honing stone, it will go normal to fine. So if I use 5, which I'm going to, it has a 100% chance of working. So I will improve this. So now I have an iron sword that is fine instead of normal now. And another thing I want to touch on is I think I forgot to say this, but for researching, once you learn that trait, you are able to use these stones down here. See, like, where is it? Okay, so for well-fitted, if I research that, it reduces the cost of sprinting by 6%. So I need this stone, Elmandine or whatever. I need that stone in order to get well-fitted. So that's what the traits are for. Also, another thing is that blacksmithing is primarily for guys that are going to use heavy armor. So like if you're going like shield and sword, or you're going to go two-handed weapon, stuff like that, you're going to want to be using blacksmithing a lot. But if you're like a mage or you're going stealth, I don't think heavy armor is the way to go, but it's your choice. There's a lot of freedom in this game. You can do whatever you want. If you're gonna do that stuff, if you're gonna be like a mage, I would go light armor. If you're gonna go stealth, I'd go medium armor. And then if you're gonna go like swords and two-handed weapons and that kind of stuff, I would go heavy armor for sure. So yeah, that's pretty much everything. If you guys have any questions, make sure to comment. Don't forget to subscribe and thumbs up this video. Thanks, guys.